you think are wrongly imposed. With economic success comes a skills shortage. Australia needs cooks, hairdressers, pastry chefs, and the list goes on. That's the problem. The bigger one is that sham operators are using it to make lots of money, finding a way to rort the jobs visa system. Laura Sparks investigates.
Mr Yao, do you organise fake cookery class certificates for $20,000?
It's a lucrative business for those wanting to cash in on the push by international students for permanent residency in Australia. And for the students, it's like being granted a gold pass to live here. All they have to do is study a skill listed on the Immigration Department demand list, like cookery.
I call this particular college, it's a visa shop. They are selling.
The problem is open to abuse by corrupt actors. Lawyer Daniel Sheen has 5 clients who all paid $20,000 each for a commercial business. College.
Cooking probably the easiest one. You can do the course and get a certificate, then become a permanent resident.
So 20. $1,000 and you would get a cookery certificate?
Yes.
Mai is one of hundreds of students targeted by this man, unregistered migration agent David Yao. He was working in collaboration with the Sydney International College. It teaches courses that feature on the Immigration Department's demand list. On the side, they were offering fake certificates. Work in the industry?
They only want the certificate to apply for the permanent residency.
They'll get the certificate, but then they won't work in cooking.
Never. They won't. They're not interested in what the course they do. They're interested in the certificate only.
So many people have said that you call yourself magic agent.
We first met David Yao a few years ago when we exposed his visa scam operation. But visas weren't the only thing David was selling.
Do you organise fake cookery class certificates for
That's impossible.
No, not from my understanding. You have an agreement with a fake cookery classes, and the students have to attend the classes. The students don't have to attend the classes.
The Australian Police raided the college earlier this year, and the Immigration Department is currently investigating its questionable activities. It's now registered and unable to take on any students. Mr Yao mysteriously disappeared.
Are you abused? Your own pocket? Excuse me.
You can touch me.
International hundreds of businesses in Australia who are cashing in on our skills. But unlike this college, board employment regulation, but it's the standard of training. In all of these colleges, that's now being questioned
they're not really an
Inner city Melbourne cafe Brunetti's employs 200 staff. The unique patisserie cafe restaurant is owned by Fabio Angele. He's the first to agree there's a in skilled staff, but claims those looking for work are just not up to standard.
Half of them really don't know how to hold a knife or don't know how to hold some of them even have the passion to work.
They are really struggling to find the right people to roles to keep their businesses moving forward.
Todd Blake is the Chief Executive Officer of the Victorian Restaurant and Caterers Association. Is lobbying the federal government to include more work experience and less classroom work at the private colleges.
What we'd like to see is a change in the definition of competency for commercial cookery, and see that the bar raised to a level which is what's demanded by industry.
The association is also working with the industry to set up a star rating and auditing system for all colleges offering cooking courses.
There are a vast number of training providers that are delivering training within the hospitality industry, and there is inconsistency between the outcomes that are delivered.
Now don't put both eggs in at once.
Meridian International Hotel School welcomes the largest private hospitality college, teaching 1,600 students.
There have been some fly-by-nighters that haven't helped the industry image.
Costing $5 million to refurbish this century-old building, students pay $22,000 for a 2-year diploma, specialising in commercial cookery or patisserie. The majority of students are from India and China. The school's National Operations Manager, Daryl Stewart, is adamant students at his school are there because they want to learn cooking, instead of doing it purely to gain permanent residency.
There's a small percentage that would come out with that aim, I'm sure. I think that's common sense to say that. Common knowledge, in fact, within the industry, that a lot of them just want permanent residency. That's fine, provided they are qualified and they work in the field.
With the industry in desperate need of 2,000 commercial cooks, 2,500 kitchen hands, 1,500 front-of-house supervisors and 2,000 waiters, the need for skilled workers is at breaking point, and industry can only hope corrupt operators don't continue to thrive.
You cannot just allow a private person or a company without any education background just to open up school to teach and give them certificate. That is absolutely wrong.
Laura Sparks investigating. As the ABC released its inquiry into petrol prices today. A federal court judge